one. How's it going, guys? Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have Owen Glass with us, and they can say their names and what they do in the band.
Yeah, what's up? I'm Kelly Wayne. Write the songs, sing the songs, play guitar. I'm Cole Humphrey. Play guitar.
Awesome, awesome. I thought you were just gonna add on to it, so I was pausing. I was like, I bet you he's gonna say some more stuff, and then it didn't happen. So I felt like an idiot for half a second.
Just need
but
to play guitar, bring in the razzle dazzle.
The razzle dazzle, just a little bit. Yep. Anyway, guys, my first question is, I always love asking this: how did you start out Owen Glass? How'd you get your members?
Oh man, well we've been playing music together for a long time, since we were kids. Knee-high to a grasshopper.
Exactly. Knee-high to a grasshopper.
Yeah, but so yeah, we've been playing together for a long time. Had a bunch of different projects. And I moved off for years, and we kept playing. But we put this band together from people really from all different kind of stages of my life. Like Cole from childhood and on. My brother Craig plays keys. So we've known each other forever. And Eric, we lived in the same town for a while and got to jamming. Like, he's just an awesome violin player. So it's like, man, if we put a project together, I got to get Eric in on this. Anthony went to college with, and we jammed a little bit. That's the sax player that just kills it. And our buddy Kyle Monty was kind of the connecting link with us and David and Dee's, and that's how we kind of got in with them. As I met them when they were with Sons of Fathers, and then Blue Healer, and then when Dave was doing like more of his focus on production, then I brought him in, and everything just really fell into place. Yeah, everybody clicked really well. So
yeah, Kelly is definitely the unifying force between all of this. I mean, he's kind of the central hub, and we're all spokes that throughout his life, it's people that have known him and worked with him and just came together to be this crazy awesome band that I love being in.
I think it's also like really cool too, because I feel like I'm kind of a music nerd in that sense of like, I love like how like music kind of brings people from different paths of life together into like one thing. And so obviously definitely. It's a real cool, beautiful thing, and that's a great story that hopefully other people find out about through this interview. But
yeah.
My next question, guys, another fun one. What are some favorite venues you guys like to play at or catch a show at in your free time?
I just I only moved back to Texas about a year ago from Fayetteville, Arkansas, and there's a venue there, George's Majestic Lounge, which is a great place, mid-sized venue, but really good acts come through. They got the Walmart Amphitheater up there. It's really cool too. I think in Dallas, I've always loved shows at the Granada Theater.
Yes,
in the M Street.
Granada is amazing. It's literally a theater, and just amazing. What would you call it? It's like
artwork and decor.
Yeah, like you feel like you're about to watch like some sort of like musical production, not necessarily a band. Yeah. There's like the balcony seats and all of that. And, yeah. Feels like you stepped into Family Opera or something.
Well, there's also that Deep Ellum Art Co., which is new.
Yes.
That's a really cool venue.
Yes, that place really, it always has just like revolving art exhibits that come in and out, and like you can buy them, and it's just constantly changing that, as well as you go to catch a show, and then there's just really cool artists on display. But
like their sound, their video, the entire production is just top notch. They really know their stuff in terms of the lighting and the audio.
Yes, that's a great place to catch a show and play if you can, for sure.
That's awesome. I always love asking that too, because if I ever visit Texas, I'm gonna have to check out. I mean, I have to go to shows. Like, this is my life, so I have to go to shows. So
we'll go get steak, and then we'll go to Dallas. We'll go to Deep Ellum.
Exactly.
There we go. Awesome, guys. Well, next question, kind of the follow up the venues. What was the last show that you attended that you didn't play?
Oh, okay. You know what yours is?
I mean, aside from like just checking out kind of local acts, doing acoustic sets or whatever, the last big show I went to was actually Sound Tribe in Tulsa a couple months ago.
Cool.
SDF9. Yeah, I just happened to be in town, and they were playing within walking distance of where I was staying. So it's like, dude, Been
Why
years
not?
since I've seen him. Yeah, so it was cool. Yeah. Always a good time. You remember yours?
No, I'm trying to remember. It's because I'm weeding through all the local stuff I've gone and seen. The last big show, because I don't get to get out very much, and
I feel that.
went to the big city of Denver where all the music is.
Wilco wasn't that long
Probably,
ago.
yeah, that was probably the most recent one we've seen, Wilco, and that was
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I've been a fan of Wilco for a while, so that's always good
Yeah.
to hear other people
That was-
enjoy that band.
It's definitely probably the best live show I've ever seen. Just blew me out of the water. It's so professional and everything just sounded so good. I didn't know a band could sound that good live. You know, like this. That's probably the most recent. I know there's one I'm missing, but I can't think of what it is right. It'll come to me later.
Yeah, that's usually the case whenever I do interviews. They're like, I can't think of it now, and then I'll like get a text message or like an email, and they're like, I've thought of these answers. I know which ones
I know, right? Yeah. As soon as we hang up, I'm gonna be like,
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. If you want, just send them to me, and I'll just text all over.
put a little stuff back.
Oh, I saw Fish last week. I don't know how I forgot.
Yeah. Oh.
You're gonna think of it at like the most like inopportune time, and then you're gonna be like, I'm gonna have to say something to somebody about it. So it's gonna happen. Trust me. I've lived through it long enough to know it at this point. But anyway, guys, a really important question: who are some of your musical influences? Who you guys draw from individually, and then as a whole, as a band as well?
Okay, so that list could be really long, but I'll try
It's
to.
okay. Do
condense
it. Take as
And
long as you want.
Right, and it changes for me too, but as a guitarist, from that perspective, like my favorite guitarists would be like David Gilmour, Mark Knopfler, Trey Anastasio from Fish,
Oh, nice, yeah.
Nels Klein with Wilco. He's up there. That's like, if I can play anywhere close to any of those guys ever, like that's what I'm trying to approximate as far as I respect them as artists. And then just as far as music in general, it's like, I love David Bowie, Radiohead. I'm really into Sturgill Simpson right now.
Okay, nice, yeah.
It's just, yeah. I try to pull from a lot of different places, and you know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think as like a songwriter, I don't know, one thing that I could have mentioned when we talked about how the band came together was just how much stylistic variance there is between everybody in the band. You know, so for me, you know, I'm, you know, very much into Jeff Tweedy, James Mercer, you know, the Shins, Broken Bells, Jack Johnson, Ben Harper, Sufjan Stevens. I mean, there's another long list, but it's, you know, stylistically a lot different than what we end up cranking out as a unit. But
right.
Yeah.
Well, you absorb all that stuff and listen to it, and you let it sit and percolate in your mind, and then little pieces come out when you write and you perform.
Yeah, and it's not that any of it, you know, is conscious. Like I'm gonna try and sound like James
exactly.
Mercer, you know?
Right.
This is who I enjoy.
You would fail so hard. Like, it's too
I think
hard
you would
to
just
try
have
to-
like an aneurysm if you really thought hard about like if I had to come up with a song like exactly like this one, like. And it's also cool too because you guys have so many members that like you were saying before, you pull from all different sorts of sounds and like musical backgrounds as well. So that's always really a cool thing to hear as like somebody who listens to a pretty wide spectrum of music. I always love hearing stuff that I'm familiar with and stuff that I'll hopefully get around to listening to now after you guys mentioned it. But kind of the follow-up to influences, who have you been jamming more recently? Like, who have you been listening to in the car? Stuff like that.
So actually, just yesterday, I was listening to Casey Musgrave's new album, Golden Hour.
Okay, cool.
It's fairly new. I think it won a pretty big award. It may have got Album of the Year or something.
I believe it did, yeah.
Yeah, but she's actually an ex-student of, or I guess a former student, not really ex-student. That's kind of a weird way to say it. Of one of my old guitar teachers. And anyway, I started listening to that album. I'd heard songs, but never listened to it in its entirety.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that thing is good. She's written some really, really amazing songs. So that's kind of the top of my head. That was yesterday in the truck. That's what I was jamming.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I think lately a lot of Sturgill Simpson and Mac DeMarco.
Oh yeah,
it really got me into Mac DeMarco, and I have to turn it on.
His new album dropped the same day.
Yeah.
As always.
Yeah, actually, he released an album the same day we did.
Here comes the cowboy.
Awesome. Well, love Mac DeMarco too. I think he's fantastic. I haven't yet seen him yet, but I'll have to get around to seeing him live, hopefully.
That's another one on my list too. Yeah,
there's a lot on my bucket list of bands to see, but I know Mac DeMarco I can reasonably see soon, hopefully.
Right.
But next question, guys. A fun one. If you guys could pick a song to cover, what would it be?
And to like cover it perfectly.
It doesn't have. Hey, listen, you gotta cover it. You're not. I feel like with cover songs, like if you make it your own and you put your own flair into it, you like speak to me in that way. You know, it doesn't have to be the same as how the artist does it, but if you make it your own, that I can respect that. You know.
Okay.
I mean, when you would like to do that, you know, it might take you a year to work out. Like we did, like a sick jazzy version of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh yeah, that would.
Like, how sick would that be?
I'll take a Panama by Van Halen. We'll do that one.
I'll get the people going.
Maybe slow it down to the blues piano and just make it totally wrong. A super
People
slow.
like, is this the People will be like, "Is this the same song?" Like. Lyrically it's the same, but it doesn't sound the same for some reason. I don't know why. You should do that. I feel like that would be great just for like shock value, because people will be like, I know this song, but it just sounds so different. There's this one band that does a bunch of like funk covers on YouTube, and they do like popular songs, like any sort of like pop song, and they make it like funk. It's insane, and like you'll listen to like the lyrics and you're like, I know this song, but it sounds so different. So maybe you stumbled on some gold right there. I don't know.
There you go. Well, I know there's lots of like metal bands that do that. That'll take, you know, top 40 hit songs and turn it into something totally wild.
Exactly. So maybe you just got to slow everything down, make it bluesy. That's what I feel like.
You just do it opposite.
Trend now.
Just do it opposite of how it normally is, and you get the likes.
There you go. Awesome, guys. Next question, another fun one as well. We talked about it a little bit before it came on, but favorite food to eat?
Oh, favorite food. Well, probably like seafood, just in general. All thing from the ocean.
Yeah. I think we just had my favorite, like steak from the grill. We had steak, and we had some
can't argue with that either.
Wrapped duck breasts and chicken wings and sautéed spinach, like a meal like that.
Just so you can balance out the plate.
Really, just yeah, exactly.
You can't have all meat.
Exactly. You have to have some of your food on there too. But even just like eggs and bacon, I can pretty much eat that.
That's true. That's a classic move. I like that. All right, guys. Next question. Keeping it music related as well. If there was somebody you could collaborate with, whether it be a guest vocalist on your next record or a producer you'd like to work with, who would it be? This is usually the stumper question. So
that could open up a whole can of worms.
I know.
I would jump out there and probably say Tom York.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, if he would, I would just to be in the studio with him, even if I didn't do anything.
Right. Yeah. Eventually, just kind of meet him.
Yeah. Tom, I just want to hang out, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who would. That would be excellent. I think Sturgill would be really cool.
Sturgill would be cool. I feel like that. I feel like your sounds would mesh pretty well.
Right. Because I like the direction he's moving his music, so I think that would be.
It would be in line with our band too, really. Yeah, he had all the horns and. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'd probably say Sturgill.
That's the final answer. That's the lock-in final.
Yeah. Well, if we could maybe like resurrect like Michael Jackson or something, because he just did like so many hits. But you track that, Sturgill locked in.
There you go. Or you could just have both. That's, you know,
There you go.
why not both?
Throw Rick Rubin in there while you're at it. We'll just have a party.
There you go. There you go, guys. Next question. You're a band of many talented people, but if there was another musical instrument you could master, what would it be?
Oh, this one's pretty easy for me.
Okay.
Cold
Sound
and
confident.
Yes, and it would be a Chapman Stick. Are you familiar with those?
I am not, so you're gonna have to educate me on the Chapman Stick.
Well, as soon as this interview's over, you got to go look it up because it's the most insane thing ever. But anyway, Tony Levin from King Crimson, bass player, he plays one. He kind of made it popular, but it's like a 10-string rail that's kind of like a guitar, but you don't strum. It's like a piano. You just tap the strings.
I'm gonna look this up right now because
and you hold it like this, and it's weird because your lowest like pitch strings are in the middle, and it gets higher as it moves out on the edges. So it's this total weird inverse. But the thing is like one person can be. You can play the it's kind of like a piano. You can have the bass and the melody and chords going at the same time. So it's like a one-man band kind of thing. It's even kind of percussive sounding.
So it's the Chapman Stick.
It seems to be the most confusing, daunting instrument I've ever seen, and that's why I want to learn it. So.
Yeah,
yes,
we had this conversation a few weeks ago. He'd fallen down some YouTube rabbit hole in this Chapman Stick, and it's so cool.
I'll put a larger photo, but that is in essence, I think, if I'm correct, this is it.
Is that the one?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
And look it up afterwards. There's a guy that does While My Guitar Gently Weeps, all instrumental on it, and it'll just,
I won't want to touch my guitar for like a month. That's
what it's going to make you feel like.
I hate that.
It totally destroys any confidence you have in yourself playing music, but it's really good. It's really good.
Okay.
I'd probably have to say the Spoons.
Interesting.
Be the world's best spoon player.
Come see Owen and Glass, the world's best spoon players, and then just doing the spoons.
I'm pretty envious of Eric's talent on the violin. I feel like any bowed instrument like that it fascinates me. It would be awesome to be a violinist.
Yes.
It's got to be one of the prettiest instruments there is.
Yeah.
It is. Definitely up
Second
there.
only to spoons.
Yeah. You're right. Second only to spoons. You're right. Correct.
Right. We'll have a Chapman Stick / Spoons band.
Oh, dude.
How many people do you think are doing that?
You would be the first. And it's also on the internet, so you're on a time limit now. Somebody else is gonna be like, I watched this interview, and now you got like a whole month to just try to figure it out.
You just need to block out the audio from that one.
I'll just bleep it out, so no one. It's trademark, copyrighted, all that stuff. So
yeah,
I'll let you guys have full reign on it.
Beautiful.
God.
All right, guys. Next question. Another fun one as well. If you could compile a dream tour, who would be on the lineup?
I think Radiohead and Wilco for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'd have to see Sturgill.
Okay.
These are bands that I want to see, not necessarily the tour that makes sense.
It doesn't have to make sense. That's why it's a dream tour,
We could put them all together on the same stage.
Oh gosh.
Add Dave Matthews. Fish. Portugal the Man. Tedeschi Trucks.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these retroactively fit Derek Trucks into my guitar center from earlier. Shouldn't have missed that one.
I also feel like this is just now the Owen Glass festival. It's the all-day thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine.
Well, I guess we can pick whoever. Like, let's go and throw the Beatles on there.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, well, Willie Nelson does like the one-day festival tour thing. We just that. So throw Garth Brooks in there too.
There you go.
Well.
Everybody's invited.
We're gonna start compiling it now, and guys, you can buy tickets starting next year. This interview is gonna skyrocket into the sky, and people are gonna be like, I'm about that festival. So
that's exactly right.
Tickets
It'll be very reasonably priced.
1 million.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then you guys are gonna close out the show, right? That's the whole point of it.
That's what it boils up to.
Yeah.
There we go. Awesome. Next question, guys. Kind of to follow up the Dream Tour lineup. In your opinion, who puts on a great live show?
Fish, definitely. For me, because I really like jam bands, and Fish is up there, and it's kind of the essence of that band is seeing them live. So, you know, that's who could put on a better live show than a band whose namesake is there.
Yeah, Fish is awesome. Wilco, we've already mentioned. Just keep beating that dead horse.
I know.
Railroad Earth is also a great live show.
Yeah, I've never got to see them.
Yeah, that's a great show.
But my favorite album by them is it's Elko, the live album. So that says something. It's good.
We'll just petition for you guys to go on tour with Wilco. When we post this interview, I'll just tweet at Wilco and we'll see what happens.
There we go.
Yeah, I could get at least 6 or 7 signatures.
That's right.
If you hear them, we got back here. They can probably
listen. If you send that petition to me, I'll sign it. We'll get the petition for Wilco to tour the Owen Glass in a city near you very soon.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds like a worthy cause.
That's
I
right.
think it is. I only champion the most worthy of causes, so let's get on the bandwagon right now. But anyway, guys, next question, another fun one. Favorite TV show, favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Probably The Big Lebowski.
Oh, yeah.
TV show? It might have been Game of Thrones until the last season. So,
I feel like that's most people's answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably like Trailer Park Boys or The Office or something.
Ooh, okay.
Because you can just always watch those. They're easy to turn on. And
yeah, those are all excellent. And yeah, if you'd asked me a couple months ago, Game of Thrones there would have been no hesitation. Yeah. Mad Men is also a top choice of mine.
Yes, and I'm actually watching that right now for the basically first time.
Oh man!
So
there we go.
Yep, I'm getting about four cycles in there. Yeah, great show.
Also, Lord of the Rings and movies. If we could count a trilogy, I'd probably take that trilogy.
I feel like that's appropriate because I've given the pass on like Star Wars for all those movies, and there's like 20 Star Wars.
Yeah,
movies
exactly.
at this point, so.
20 and counting. Avengers. Yeah, I like the Avengers.
Kind of like the Avengers, correct? Awesome, guys. Next question, kind of to round out the music questions. If you were trapped on a desert island for the next month and there was one album you could bring with you to listen to, what would it be?
The Desert Island album question.
Yeah. But it's only 1 month.
Oh, for 1 month?
Yeah. So it's more like a month-long vacation.
Pretty much, yeah.
So it's the longest album I know. What's a month-long album?
My answer, and you'll have to write down a note to check this one out later, because they never even really got it out there, but our bass player and drummer were in Sons of Fathers. The last record they released is called State of the Art, and it's awesome, dude. It's so good. And there's like 19 songs or 20 songs.
Well, that would be a good one.
I think I would probably actually choose that for the next month of listening.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, I'm thinking since I'm on a desert island, I'd take like a Willie Nelson Greatest Hits or something.
Ooh,
yeah. Like a Jimmy Buffett Greatest Hits.
Okay.
And I also have a margarita machine.
Yeah, exactly. It depends.
Is this a Robinson Crusoe desert island?
Yeah. Is this a period of like intense inner reflection, or am I just like kind of getting drunk on the beach?
Exactly.
That would change
Depends
my
on how you
answer.
view it. You know what I mean? You could get completely blitzed on a beach, sure. But you could also maybe just have that moment of self-thought. So
Here's what I'll do. Buddy Emmons, he's a a pedal steel guitar player,
Okay.
and it's really Hawaiian sounding, but also it's kind of jazzy and weird.
Okay.
I'd take that. I'd just sit on the beach and zone out to that.
But vinyl, so you could paint a face on it and make a friend.
Yeah. Name him like Vinylson.
There we go. I like how you guys kind of went in two divergent paths. You're like, one, I gotta have fun. You know, I'm on an island, gotta chill out. The other one's like, I want the longest album I possibly can listen to.
Right.
So, like the choices, of course. So I'll have to give that 19 album monster just album. I have to give it a listen. But
Yeah,
lastly, guys, the most important thing, tell them about Owen Glass, where they can find you at, and anything coming up in the next couple months.
I mean, Owen-glass.com is where everything kind of runs through. We're pretty active on social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, of course. We've had some recent success on Spotify.
All the normal places you'd expect to find
such a
that someone you want to listen to.
YouTube. Yeah. YouTube we're really just kind of getting started in, and we've got a video coming sometime this month, most likely.
Yes,
it's almost done editing, and it's a lot of fun, dude.
It's so much fun. I'm so excited to have this thing released.
Music video for Paper Chains. It's our biggest production yet, for sure, and people are gonna like it for sure.
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, I have to give a huge shout out to Angela and Erica over at Muddy Paul, because I've been friends with both of them for a very long time, so I always got to give them some love. But go check out Owen-Glass. Links are in the description where you can find out about their band, their music. Please go subscribe to their YouTube channel. I know, as I am also a struggling YouTuber, so I know the subscriber count is important, so go subscribe to them, go check out their music, and, report back to me if you like it. If you don't, do the same thing, but I hope that you don't. But if you do, I mean, it's music, so it's a personal preference. But anyway, go check them out. If you enjoyed this interview, share it, like it, subscribe. It goes a long way. And thanks, of course, to Owen and Glass for coming on.
Hey, man. Thanks a lot for having us.
So much. Yeah, this has been wonderful.
Hey, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, of course. If you enjoy what we do, make sure to go check out the other series we do. We do album reviews, we do band interviews, and we do live videos, so definitely go check that out. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps our channel, helps us grow. Make sure to hit that like button as well. Go follow us on social media. That's all down below. We try to keep that as updated as possible. We also made a new website where we'll be posting photos of upcoming concerts and stuff like that, which you can go check out at audioaddictionmedia.com, and come get your fix with us, guys. Talk to you later. Deuces.